Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Divinity Original Sin. Uh, Original Sin 2, that is. Alright. Anything we're missing right now? Got arrowheads, got some stuff. Okay, I think we're good to go. And if not, we're more than prepared thanks to all the ridiculous loot we have so far. Dragon's Beach. Let's go into this foreboding cave. Alright, so this place is filled with all sorts of traps.
Are my eyes fooling me?
And the traps they work the opposite of how most traps work. Usually traps are revealed as you get closer to them. In this one, they fade away as you get closer to them. Ow. Well, that wasn't exactly how I planned it.
Fooling me?
Alright, I'm gonna put you on top of this. Make sure that doesn't at least detonate. Thankfully, it didn't really hurt us too badly since we have so much magic armor now.
What's this? It looks strange.
You know what? There's an easy solution to this.
Are my eyes fooling me?
Probably.
What's this? It looks strange.
There we go. Skull pile. Dead bodies. And there's actually another skull pile hidden on this. There it is. Alright, good stuff. Keep on moving. So yeah, remember that thing about blood roses? This is where he's growing them. And there are plenty of corpses to loot. And lo and behold, they have epics. Alright, this will be an upgrade for our wizard bets. Gives us telekinesis and thievery, which is nice, but at this point we pretty much need higher thievery anyway. Alright, so yoink. Almost 200 magic armor now. Oops. Oh no, that's correct. Okay, that was the correct character. Good. Like I said, I'm not sure if the person with Lucky Charm has to be the one that loots it or not.
What is this place?
Rose. It's kind of hard to bounce over these things because they're got weird overlapping detection. Small school file. There it is. This upcoming part is actually can be somewhat difficult because you end up in a very bad position as far as combat's concerned. I know you can reach it. Nope, you can't. Okay.
A tall woman stands amid a field of corpses, some fresh, some ancient. The sour smell of them stings your nostrils, your eyes. As you draw nearer, the stench blooms into a humid flavor you can almost taste. The woman turns to you, bitten lips parting into a grin. She tucks a small bunch of black-red roses into a leather strap across her left hip and, preparing to curtsy, offers you a hand.
No thanks. Think better of taking her hand and stand away from her.
What a bore.
Rebecca the Witch.
She stands to her full height, her lips pursed in disappointment. She cocks her head and takes you in. The stench of death and sewage suddenly intensifies.
So all these aren't really like... These are pretty much just like what sort of character you want to be. Like one that's not bothered by all this death, one that's getting sick by all this. We'll go ahead and cough and cover your nose and mouth with your hands. Skip introductions and tell her the corpse at our feet can't account for such a powerful stench.
Now, that's enough of that. Ave de more de mergalach.
You recognize the chant of the infamous cult of the Black Ring. Rebecca notes the recognition in your eyes.
Very good, kitten. Now, I imagine you're here for the same reason I am.
She pats the bouquet at her hip.
But you're too late. These roses belong to me. Looks like we'll have to find some other way to keep you busy.
You don't like the way she's looking at you. Prepare to grab your weapon if need be. Pretty much, if you continue on the conversation, she will give you a kiss that will essentially blow, and she'll blow a bunch of freaking, like, wasps directly into your throat. Needless to say, it will give you a disease effect. It's kind of interesting because the quote-unquote dialogue options is literally, like, try to fight her off or just give up. Like your character's not strong enough or something like that, which is kind of interesting. So you can actually have your character be, weak in certain stages. Anyway.
Come, relax. That's the last thing I had in mind.
She bites her lip and leans in, close to your face. As she whispers, her breath, faintly fragrant with a sweet honeyish smell, caresses your ear. You almost forget where you are.
Oh, I guess I'm going to get it anyway.
I find you rather delicious.
Pull away, this seems like a bad idea.
Just because something is bad doesn't mean you ought not to do it, love.
She presses her lips to yours.
There it is.
Her mouth is soft, her breath sweet. She kisses you gently, then harder, her teeth raking softly across your tongue. Suddenly, her breath sours in your mouth. It is rank, mouldering, thick with the taint of death. You try to pull away, but she is holding you tight and hard. You hear a low hum, getting louder. Before you realize what's happening, winged insects pour from her throat down yours. They ricochet around your mouth, a wet, buzzing mass, more by the second. Suddenly, all at once, they start stinging you from inside.
Yeah, so now we have a 5-turn disease, which thankfully can be cured with a Fortify. Because I don't care about -2 Constitution, but -35% damage is rough.
She stumbles back a few paces and wipes her mouth.
Ha ha! Delicious. So bloody delicious. Tell me, little girl, do you know why the soil here is so very fertile? Do you know why it's the only place in Reaper's Coast where blood roses grow?
This is my first time doing this with Scholar, so this is actually new to me. Tell her it's the corpses. Blood roses only grow on soil rich with corpses.
Very good. Lovely. I'll need more roses soon enough. I already started with the last traveler who interrupted me. Come, let's make next year's harvest a real bounty.
And there we go. She goes first. Alright, so right now I am under the effect of disease. That's okay. So what I want to do... get to about here. Will that be close enough is the question? Tell you what, we're gonna do this. Right there. Hit all 4 of them. do I want to buff? Yeah, we'll buff first. Then Whirlwind. Is that going to be enough? It should be. There we go. Alright, so that takes care of her for now. So these things are decaying. Well, some of them are decaying. What that does is healing effects will actually do damage. Alright, so first things first, fortify on you. Get that disease off. Next, get haste on you. And peace of mind. And you know what? We'll just go all in. Armor of Frost as well. These things will do spit and leave blood behind. That damage definitely adds up. They can also teleport. They're ganging up on her. Okay. So this, she has Perseverance. So what Perseverance does is whenever you get up, recover from a status effect, you'll actually recover armor and/or magic armor based off your Perseverance. It's usually not really worth the effort, though. Okay. Cursed Blood, so they'll actually do damage. It will apply decaying if you're not careful. Okay, they're knocked down, so we're okay on that front. I'm about to get bleeding on me. And I just got diseased. Great. Okay. Well, I can fix the disease. I do have this Fortify Scroll on me. I also have some spare Frost Scrolls.
Glory is mine.
Okay. Takes care of that. Definitely need to deal with those insects eventually. Get Supernova, but that's not really a wise idea right now. Now move away. Okay, they don't have opportunity attacks.
I'll yield. None.
That takes care of you. Now I just need to deal with you. Technical movement rate. I kill her? No, she's right there. Okay. One. Two. Three. Not enough AP for you. Oh, decaying is based off the physical armor. Okay, that's fine. How do I want to deal with you guys now? Okay, you're stunned. You didn't... Oh, it didn't do enough damage. Alright. Like I said, this fight can be pretty nasty, and these are only level 6, and I'm level 7 now. Okay, you're dead. My teleport's not going to be ready until next round. Okay, you're still wet. Okay, you're frozen. You're electrocuted. Okay, he switched targets, that's good. God, it's really hurting. Alright, heal yourself. Okay, you're frozen. Find a place I can teleport. That'll do. And there you go. Let's get her healed up. Teeth are always good. I burned a few scrolls, but that's not a huge deal. Um, yeah, I burned 2 scrolls, but I don't really rely on those too much. And I'd rather save the arrows. Anyway, we got a book here. Medet's Aromatic Journal. 7 Aventurus. I've learned of the perfect scent to complete my collection. The rarest bouquet of all. Death itself, spiced with filth and tinged with sadness. The name of such a treasure? Attar of the Blood Rose. The petals of 3 blood roses, when crushed, will yield this most intoxicating perfume. 23 Junar. I found the location where the blood roses grow, deep underground, on the island of Brachus Rex, from the bones of his tortured dead. I will journey there to find the blossoms. Oh, sweet nectar, how I long to smell it. 3 Germanet, or Germanet. I have arrived in the caverns and not sighted a single rose, yet one sniff of the air assures me that they are close. I must delve deeper. And then he died. Alright, Rebecca the Witch has some really good chest armor and a unique wand, and there's a freaking epic freaking staff and a necromancer book. She also has Rebecca's purging wand, which is another way to get past the what do you call it? The shriekers. And then she has the blood rose that she collected, which is plus to all stats for a duration of 10 turns. We found Rebecca's purging wand, sorry. This should be able to defeat the shriekers that block the escape route from the island. We found a purging wand. This should be able to defeat the shriekers that block our escape from the island. Blah, 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 blah. We've gotten a million. We have like, by the end of this, we'll have like 4 different ways to get past the shriekers. Alright, let's identify... Oh, there's an amulet as well. I didn't even pay attention to that. This amulet is plus 2 intelligence, plus 1 wits, plus 1 hydrosophist. And then Sanctum, which requires strength. And it also has a slot. It's actually slightly weaker than the armor I have right now, but it does provide strength, pyrokinetic, and geomancer. It's technically a downgrade, so I will not take it. Well, I'll tell you how it looks. It would bring down 168 versus... Yeah, I'd rather have the higher armor. And then... Oath of Insanity. Nothing too special. Alright. And now for what we really came here for. All these wonderful, wonderful bodies. There it is. Tough part is finding where to hover the mouse so you can actually get the stupid things. Okay, it takes care of those. Oh, I had it for a second. There it is. Alright. More recipes. Okay. Wood chips. Come on, there it is. And that's... Hello, blue ring. Some of you might be like, why are you wasting all that time? And then, oh, that's why. Fire resistance with pyrokinetic. Yeah, we'll take that over Huntsman. Can't reach that. I know you can reach that. It's right there. Come on, I saw it. This is the wow, this is like pixel. There it is. I'm right next to it and I can't reach it. Alright, whatever. Bone pile. Some eyeballs. Can't reach that. Definitely, probably can't reach that. Nope. Alright, and I think that's probably everything I can grab. There might be a few I missed, which could potentially be epics, but it's okay. Hello, epics. Just wait until we start getting legendaries. Alright, this is intelligence-based. Moonlight, Finesse, Huntsman, Pyrokinetic. That is definitely an upgrade. And we'll remove the rune from it. Okay. Yeah, look at this. She's almost in all purples and blues at this point. I mean, in the end, it's really it's more important to have the it's based off the level of the gear, but still, like, epics are epics. Alright, cool. So we're done here. So we got Rebecca's purging wand now, and there's actually a use for it.
What's this? It looks strange. This looks.
Traps aren't really too threatening. I found a few that are super damaging, but like unless you're in combat, like it's not a threat. That's my experience with it anyway. Alright, so I don't believe there's any hidden treasures around here, but I'll look. Oh, by the way, this area is, you know, ice on the beach.
Frozen ground in the middle of a swamp. What's going on?
By the way, there's a winter dragon right there. You know, if you know, seems important. I swore there was something you can loot around here. It's not a big deal, I guess. Alright, you know what? We've had a good haul so far.
A winter dragon?
The dragon stares you down with flinty, intelligent eyes. He tries to speak, but his jaw is bound tightly by the same thick chains that shackle him to the pillars.
The purged dragon. We met Slain the winter dragon, who was bound by chains to 2 pillars.
Unreadable glyphs mantle this ancient pillar. Braided through thick iron rings, source-infused chains bind the dragon tightly.
Well, winter dragon is invulnerable, it seems. Whoever captured it must want it alive.
The dragon rakes the earth with icy claws. Quakes from the impact knock you back.
So this is a level 9 dragon. Pretty tough.
My thanks.
The freed dragon looks sick and pale. As you approach, he stretches his tattered wings weakly and fixes his intense gaze upon you. Frozen tears glint in his eyes.
My gratitude for your efforts, friend. Yet I am no more free now than I was in those chains. Please, help me find true liberty, or sing me to the endless slumber.
As much as I would love to see how well I can handle a dragon.
But of course that must be why you stand before me. Slain called to Lady Death, and here you are. A coincidence?
Tell Slain it's a coincidence, you are not the Reaper.
Ah. My fate, it seems, is not my own to call. My soul is bound to joyless obedience. Purged of my source by the wickedest of witches, I stand enthralled to her every whim. She has only to command, and my traitorous body complies.
Ask Slain who chained him up, chained him here and purged his source.
The witch Rebecca. I was in love with her once. For the smallest slight, really a trifle, she wielded a purging wand against me, enslaving me to her will. Now only my voice remains my own.
Rebecca, tell him the witch has perished.
You're correct. I feel her dark heart beat within my own no longer.
He rises up to his full height, peering down at you intently through his icy eyes.
But tell me this. Did you happen to find a wand upon her?
Offer Rebecca's purging wand to Slain.
Slain rears back in eagerness, grasping the purging wand with razor-sharp claws. Before your eyes, the source from within the wand surges into his draconic form, filling him with a light so bright that you must shield your eyes from the glare. The blazing brightness dies down. Squinting, you now see no dragon before you, but the figure of a handsome lizard. A handsome lizard with the same eyes as Slain. His eyes still blaze, a piercing silver. A triumphant smile dominates his face as he bows extravagantly before you.
Slain. At your service.
Marvel at his changed form. Is he a lizard or a dragon?
Neither. Both. I am a dragon knight, the last of my bloodline. Shifting between two shapes is our greatest gift.
Tell him you were happy to aid him. No one should remain falsely in prison. I mean, we're kind of in the same boat in that.
If everyone thought like you, this vile place would be little more than a sunny island. Perhaps before we're done, we can return it to such a state. Knowing such a steadfast and noble soul offers help to those in need gives me great comfort. I'd like to offer you the same. When you are truly at a loss, when you have no choice but to back down or perish, you will find safety in my shadow. This, I promise.
Thank him and wish him well.
All of my thanks are yours, and yours alone. Farewell, my friend.
Slain smiles at you and turns to leave. He takes no more than a few steps before he shimmers out of lizard form, blurring in midair back into a majestic dragon that soars away.
None of these are actually upgrades. Alright, we'll take a spiritual boots, I guess. We did get a small flame rune. So what we can do is manage runes, extract that, then split this, and combine it, the other rune, and this pixie dust. And now we have something that gives plus 6% critical chance. There you go. And then, speaking of boots, yeah, that's not an upgrade. These are the ranger boots. Alright, that's fine. Not a big deal. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit more mellow than usual. It is rather late. But I wanted to record more. It's been a while since I've had a huge urge to record so many videos at once. Alright, well, we got the favor of a dragon now, and needless to say, that will pretty much solve all of our issues involving the shriekers. Speaking of, we didn't check our internal. First dragon, we gave Rebecca's purging wand to Slain, and he transformed into a lizard. The dragon has been purged by the witch, Slain is now free, though seems rather unwell. The dragon has been purged by a witch named Rebecca. If we can bring her purging wand to Slain, he may be able to free himself from her domination. We gave Rebecca's purging wand to Slain, freeing him. We'll have to find another wand or something else that will help us overcome the shriekers. We already have another wand, and we don't really need much else. Alright, so up this way is the abandoned camp. I think I'll go ahead and tag the nav point. I'll take care of some of our issues. And we are... yeah, it's going to be a little while since we'll...
Barbarism. What happened here?
We're not going to talk to these people yet.
It looks like these people ran into a Magister encampment and were slaughtered for their troubles.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just loot this junk. Since I'm already here. That was a trap chest. Magister Zir, ensure you leave a little something behind in case any stragglers come back. Make it hard for the Seekers to breathe, if you know what I mean. D. Roll call fallen seekers. May their names be hallowed in the Hall of Echoes, long after our memory of them has faded on this earthly plane. The Elder Spy, Kor, Cosman Sufaru, Baron Judas, Mork, Storm Warden Wind, Hiker, Anu Blake, Anja, Wisdom. May they yet find what they seek. Carved from wood, bark and tree, born from fire, blazing heat, fueled by oil, dark and raw, a rune of flame from ash and straw. So now we know how to make flame runes. Now that is something worth my time. So what we need is oil and pixie dust. The pixie dust is going to be the tough part. We have plenty of wood. I mean, wood chips count as, you know, a wood item. By the way, these people that are being hung, we can't remove them, and I believe you can't kill them. And eventually they will turn into shriekers.
I've spotted something.
Speaking of shriekers, the shrieker blockade that was mentioned before is up ahead. That is locked. Pretty sure we can find a key for it.
I'm guessing that's one of those shriekers.
Whatever it is, it looks dangerous.
We saw a shrieker. It's crackling with source. Removing that source might render a shrieker harmless. We came across some victims of crucifixion. It seems that they were seekers, but not all of them met this end apparently. So the way you can kill a seeker, or not seeker, a shrieker, is using a purging wand. You can just blast them with it. The thing is, purging wands have a limited number of charges. So if you choose to rush to this, like once you get one wand, you'll have enough to get through a blockade, but you won't have enough to get through any of the side areas. Though there are plenty of other ways to get to the side areas. Now, I am wondering if I can just walk up and blow this thing apart already.
I see flurries, and the air thrums. Could it be Slain? Look! Look, it's him! He has come, true to his word.
So yeah, we have 8 rounds of chilled now. Slain appeared and destroyed the shriekers, protecting the magisters at the harbor. The shriekers have been destroyed by Slain the Winter Dragon. So yeah, if you save Slain, that takes care of all the shriekers for you. There's literally only one shrieker on the map left, which I'll probably kill just out of spite. Up ahead is Bishop Alexander himself. We're not going to fight him yet. Like, we're literally skipping ahead at this point. Cursed Blood, Ice. I'm just kind of running around and just looting stuff since I happen to be in the area. You got another side path you can take if you really need it. But yeah, there's a total of 5 shriekers in here, so you would only have enough charges to handle 4 of them. Unless, of course, you have other items that do the same purging effect. Alright. Oh, come on, you can get across that. I know you can. There you go. Alright. So, level 8 combat dagger, restoration skill book. Level 8 amulet, that does constitution and huntsman. Breaches of the Arcane, level 8 intelligence-based leggings, does +1 wits and 10% fire resistance. It's twice the level of the alchemist's breeches, and now she has nothing but purples and blues now. So there you go, she's good to go. Alright, that takes care of all that. Sleep across. Gotta be careful not to get too close. There is a hidden rogue somewhere around here, and pretty much going any of the side routes will start the combat immediately. If you go down the stairs, it can lead to a conversation, but as you can probably guess from most of the conversations in this game that leads into combat, there's not really much you can do to prevent it. It's just more of a opportunity to kind of express yourself more than anything, which I don't mind. I mean, I'm gonna kill Alexander one way or another, so I am completely okay with that. Anyway, up ahead is a bunch of traps, which I might have actually gotten a round of. No, I think it's up ahead. No, I got around them. Cool. Okay, so he's not here yet. There's actually going to be a guy up there eventually. It looks like we're kind of good to go at the moment. Short piece of metal. Sheep shears. Forgotten cleaver. You can talk to these guys, but I don't really want to. There's plenty of other things we need to talk to up ahead. There is a bear cub. I think there's a quest involving it, but I believe you need to have Pet Pal. Anyway, up ahead is a blind magister.
Who's there? I can hear you. Captain, is that you? Captain, is that you? Where is everybody?
Can't hear ya. Ignoring ya. Kitty cat, get off desk. I know you're adorable. But I can't see the screen. We'll deal with the blind magister in a bit. Human torso. Orders from Bishop Alexander. We are at the turning point in our great mission to preserve our realm from the darkness that threatens it. Thanks to Dallas's formidable efforts and research, we have discovered a way to purge the source from those overcome by its effects. The secret lies in an old technology pioneered by the ancient Source King Brachus Rex. Our mission is vital. We must secure this technology known as purging bonds and transport them all to the safety of Fort Joy. The hollow marshes are dangerous, but your efforts are for the good of all. Magisters have been looting ancient vaults that lie hidden throughout Reaper's Eye and seizing all of the artifacts that had been stored there during the time of the Sorcerer King Brachus Rex. Anyway, we're close to the little fort that we actually need to go to, which means I'm going to probably go to a different direction soon. In fact, I'm going to be going down this way. Yeah, I'll probably go down that way. Alright. But before we do that...
Who's there? I can hear you.
A young magister tenderly fingers 2 fresh gashes across his eyes and face. His fingertips hesitate over his closed eyelids. He's been blinded. At your approach, he spins to face you and readies his shield.
Hey, why does why does this guy have panties? I'm not going to ask.
Stop! Stop! Who goes there?
He won't be tricked. I already know that much. I already did say screw the Magisters. Draw your weapon. This kid will go down easily.
Stop! Stop! I can't see! I can't see! Please!
Now, before anyone cries foul, I've tried the diplomatic options, and no matter what, even though he is completely blind, he is completely devoted to his duty to, you know, deal with sorcerers. So he'll actually pull out shackles and stuff and be like, please, you know, you need to be shackled and collared and all that stuff. And you pretty much respond like, hey, the collars don't keep the void woken away. And pretty much he keeps saying, do it, do it, do it, and eventually he'll just attack you. I don't know what happens if you let him shackle you. I would never. I mean, we've already gone through that hell. We're not going to go through it again. So I'm just skipping all the dialogue. Actually, I was about to say he was reasonably strong until I critted him. So, he's not so strong anymore. Also worth good XP. Anyway, now he doesn't have panties. I'm not gonna ask. Letter. My dear boy, we are missing you something awful today. The Dorgans have taken us in most generously, and we live in as much comfort as we have a right to expect. Little Ladia helps on the farm during the day, and I go with Mrs. Dorgan to market. Tomorrow marks a month since we lost Father. Ladia and I will have a picnic where the farmhouse used to stand. I'm making Father's favorite mince pie and butter cookies in your honor. I feel so much safer knowing that they took that sorcerer to Fort Joy. Don't think the Voidwoken will bother us anymore now she's gone. We do miss you, sweetheart. Take care of yourself, won't you? All my love, Mother. P.S. Hi, Jace. This is Ladia. I miss you a lot. Come back soon. Well, you're not coming back. Drained Wand, Pearl, and Restoration Scroll. Alright, I think we got everything here. So we're gonna go down this route. Go say hi to some Voidwoken, because they're good XP. There's also some pretty... This is another Shrine of the Seven, so this is another location where you can get the Bless event. So yeah, the boss is... Yeah, there's a reasonably strong boss up ahead. So let's go ahead and get the Encourage going. And run right in. Okay, and of course undead just came out of the ground. Alright, so what we're gonna do here... where's the guy that's... Is it him? Yeah, it's him. Okay, not much we can do about the marksman. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna teleport this guy right on top of this guy. Alright, that should keep you guys taken care of. I'm already buffed up, so I will go ahead and attack normally. Is that enough damage? No, I'll have to use Battle Stomp. Alright. Then we can end our turn. Alright. Let's put you in the cuddle puddle here. Now I could knock him down with the knockdown arrow. But I think I'm just gonna do this. Get a rain active here. And let's see if I can I get you from here? Maybe. It's a pretty big maybe. Yeah, with the slight water resistance, it's not gonna happen. Alright, that's fine. Center this on them. No, there's no reason to. Alright, fine, I'm just gonna shoot you. Oh, I crippled him. Tornado. Make tornado removes terrain, that's all it does. Yeah, there's a lot of them, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. Alright. Alright. They're dead. That's dead. Alright, can't do anything with that. Just teleport up. There, it's actually rather good damage. Also, right now decaying, so I can't heal myself. You are magic shelled. That's annoying. Ah, fell over, that's bad. So she's not gonna be able to do anything for a few rounds. Ouch. That wasn't too bad, actually. Oh, thanks for the blood rain. Yeah, it sucks when you lose all your defenses, because then they can CC you as much as I do it to them. That's okay. We'll run at him. Thankfully I don't have to, I'll just bring him to me. Yeah, bleeding. It's easy enough to fix.
Glory is mine.
Well, if I had allowed the Voidwoken to actually have a turn, it would have actually talked to us.
Your gaze wanders over the solemn stone face that overlooks the shore. For the briefest of moments, it seems as if its eyes come alive and lock with yours.
Bunch of loot. We'll sort through it later. Up ahead are the burning picks again. So we're on the opposite side of it. Not a big deal. It's a little tedious to handle these pigs because you need a lot of source. But before we do that, so warfare ring. I almost rather take it. Got shackles of pain. Shackles of pain is actually really annoying. Level 6 axe. I believe we have a level. Yeah, we have a level 6 weapon as well. This one does strength and acid. Not bad. It actually makes me do less damage, but it's all physical. And also Amulet of Deep. What's neat about the Amulet of Deep is it can make you completely immune to stunning. So yeah, the pigs are invulnerable.
Yes.
The menacing skeletal guardian looks at you wearily, then yawns.
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex, prepare to die, and so on and so forth. Let's get this over with.
So when I actually did this the first time, I already had Losei's collar removed, and she was the one that actually used the bless on one of the pigs, and she actually has a Losei tag dialogue in this part where she just mocks this person. Now what was weird is I actually didn't know that bless would actually remove the effect, though I kind of gathered that much, but like for some reason there was a bug, and it actually gave me a quest update about the burning pigs that said, hey, we tried bless on one of them and it worked. And I was like, I didn't do that. Alright. Ask her, she seems rather casual about things.
Why wouldn't I be? Every so often, some interloper goes and undoes one of Brachus Rex's curses, and I must murder the poor sod. I hope this brings the discussion to an end. I don't like being roused from slumber, only to be greeted by such banality.
Do skeletons really sleep?
Well, I wouldn't have said so if they didn't. Can't eat, sadly. Food goes right through you. Too bad, too, since those fiery hogs gave me a hankering for a good pork stew.
Tell her Brachus Rex is dead. Why does she still do the Source King's bidding?
She moans impatiently and taps her bony foot.
Yes, I know he's dead. I am still obligated to perform his wishes. He may not live, but the threat of his curse hangs over me.
Tell her there is no curse that could know if she let you be. She should leave and return to her nap. Hey, it worked.
It is as you say. In any case, no curse could possibly be worse than this droning drivel. Be on your...
The guardian chokes on her words, as if strangled by an invisible hand.
I never tried that before. That was fun. And her unique weapon is the Illuminator, which is a one-handed mace that does Necrofire. Necrofire is like a really powerful burning effect that cannot be doused with water. So yeah. Good times. Alright, unidentified ring. Level 5 ring. Eh. Guessing the amulet's probably the same boat. Yep, intelligent scoundrel. Okay. Well, better than nothing. Sellable at least. Auto sorts. And a epic dagger. Alright. What a way to finish things off. Level 5 Saboteur does lifesteal. Neat stuff. Oh, one thing to note about Necromancy is every rank you have in Necromancy gives you 10% lifesteal. So really, if you're going to go Necromancy, it's probably not going to be for the spells. It would probably just be for the life drain. Anyway, I don't have enough source to heal with the other pigs, so we're just going to leave them be for now until I get more source. I do know a place where I can get more source, but we need to go, well, go figure, we need to go to that freaking keep that I've been ignoring this entire time. Part of me wonders what would happen if I went straight for Alexander right now. Because I haven't rescued the leader of the Seekers yet. I mean, I suppose it could end up doing the same thing that they did with the boat, where if you just ditch him, he just calls you out on it. So this is one of the back ways into the freaking fort. The front way has a shrieker right here. There's a side route along here where you can climb up, I believe. Yeah, you can climb up here and go around this way. And that's about it as far as entrances are concerned. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Divinity Original Sin 2. See you guys later.